Welcome to a special video edition of a Guide to Conscious Eating Habits. Here, I'm going to demonstrate a practical application of something I have written about previously, specifically sodium content. And for those of you who might be on a tight budget like I am, this might be some of interest to you. I'm going to be making that easily affordable food known as ramen. But if you look at the backside of the packaging, you'll notice that the sodium content is fairly high. In this case, 900 milligrams. That's because the seasonings that are included contain concentrated amounts of salt. So instead, I'm going to just use the noodles, and I'm going to season it myself, adding a few extra ingredients for content. Now when I make ramen, I like to substitute a little bit of chicken broth with water, but you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Now I do have a base set of seasonings that I keep in my spice cabinet for all my cooking needs. These include garlic, paprika, ground mustard, ginger, crushed red pepper, and curry. Now curry is actually a seasoning mix that contains salt under normal circumstances. But you can go to the store and get a salt-free version in the spice aisle just with everything else. The main seasonings that I like to use are the garlic, ginger, and the curry. But I also sometimes add a little bit of mustard for some extra flavoring. So I'm going to add those to my broth right now. Now once the liquid begins to boil, you add the noodles as directed. But I usually like to add a little bit of canned chicken and some diced frozen vegetables. In this case, peas and carrots and corn. And I have those right here already prepped, so I'm just going to add those in now. I think it adds just a little something extra. Now it should be noted that all the ingredients that I'm using here are either low salt or no salt added. Now all of these can be found at your local grocery store, and minus the seasonings, the entire list of ingredients that was used to make this ramen was purchased for under $10, and there is still plenty of the vegetables and the broth left over for future meals. As I mentioned before, the original ramen had 900 milligrams of sodium. What I've prepared here has less than half of that amount at only 360 milligrams. And to me, that's an impressive difference. Think about how much sodium you could cut down on if you took the time to do this with everything that you ate. That's all for now. So until next time, keep thinking about what you eat.